Hi everyone, and welcome to Module 6. Almost there. Couple things. Module 4, this was where you did your lessons on nominalization. I did go in there and put some comments on and some suggestions for that. Module 5, I was just working on your wikis for building the field and not joint construction, modeling and deconstruction. And a good start, but there are some revisions that I need you to do. And so what I suggest is have a look at your group's wiki, where I went into the edit content and highlighted where revisions were needed. Some of them are going to require, actually each group has something that the whole group needs to do. I know you guys can do this, so don't be offended by my critique. Just take it as something, okay, and I want you guys to improve and really get this. Something that you might want to review if you're a little confused as to the teaching learning cycle was in Module 1, there's Chapter 3 in the TLC. That would be a good thing to review. But also for this week, so let me show you Module 6. There's a really good reading, and it's particularly, it says critical conversations of joint construction. That's the main focus, but it also has, it refers to the whole teaching learning cycle, things you can do for building the field, things you can do for modeling and deconstruction. So basically the main criticisms that I had were if you didn't focus specifically on the genre. So you really need to think about these projects or these units as what is the genre I'm trying to teach, and what's the social purpose of that, and then what's the language that the students need to learn in order to do that genre. So read through, again, my what's highlighted, read through my comments. If the things in yellow, revise as a group, help each other out with that. And look at each other's, because there was one group that doesn't need revision, so that would be a good one to use as a model for that. And also, actually, you can look at some of the resources that I mentioned last week. So your first, this isn't here, but your first thing is to revise, but you might want to wait to revise until after you've read this. Okay, so now this week, we're moving on to joint construction. In joint construction, you're basically going to write a script as to what you're going to say, during the joint construction in order to draw students' attention to the language as you're doing that joint construction. I'm going to look at this as a draft that we're going to revise in class on during week 7. So do your draft, respond to each other, do all these parts, and then expect that there's going to be some revisions. This is a really, really important teaching technique that you can do in isolation of the teaching learning cycle. So that's why I really want to get this right. So carefully read all these things, which should help you with that. And then this is your roles for that. And I think that's everything. So let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you next week. Okay, thanks.